make, if you don't know what their particular rule is for some reason, you don't make it up.
Enjoyed some time at home this off-season after last year.
If anything, we need to improve on the slicker tracks when it's up against the wall.
Just sit down there and I'll play Candy Crush on my phone for maybe 5-10 minutes. And
that's what I love about this division is if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
I might have called him a few little things, but probably the races are going to call me that later on anyway, so I sort of know how it works.
The only way I can describe it is like these things are angry, just trying to hang on them the whole time.
I'm really looking forward to hot laps, to be honest. Wheel packing is exciting.
It's POWERPALOOZA 7 at the Perth Motorplex. We bring you all the action from the high banks of Kwinana. We spend time with the Scrutineers for our feature story this episode. Speedway Episode 1 with the Dirt Track Nutters. We'd like to thank Comex Civil, Redline Race Cars and Roll Cages, A-Steel Powder Coaters, Crew Wear, Cashford Containers, Coverall Sheet Metal, My Race Setup, Oval Track Diecast and Racing Collectibles, Ultratune Morley and Michael Holmes Racing Performance Parts.
Hi, my name is Peter Cox and I'm a Chief Scrutineer at Perth Motorplex.
Yeah, hi, I'm Matthew Bosveld and I'm a Scrutineer at the Perth Motorplex.
Peter and Matthew allow us access into the scrutineering shed at the Perth Motorplex for Wednesday night's practice and Saturday night's race meeting. Pete, you also check things like belts and helmets at times and all that kind of stuff. Take us through the belt situation.
The belt situation is make sure they're in date, they're mounted correctly, they wrap over, so they just show you. That's the correct way they're done. Quite often we find them just like that. Now, by going back over that way, it prevents when they get damped, prevents them from slipping. Here's one I prepared earlier. Speedway in general, no matter what division, it's 2 years on the belts, and that they are correctly mounted, so it's not going to hurt the driver in any way.
the brake strap.
You're already in trouble, Chris.
Always. Gotta give them something to pick on.
Now we start looking really bad.
Like the police, they look bad and they give you a yellow stick.
Yeah, that's
Blends into the paint job.
Pete, with 100 cars coming through here on race night for the first one, it's going to be pretty hectic in this part of the world.
Basically, on a race night, we can't do everything. We do basic safety. That's the most important part, that the safety is right. And then if we get time, we will do a spot check on, say, tyres. Well, they set tyres anyway. We might check race gear and helmets and things like that. That basically is a owner driver responsibility, but we do check them every now and then to make sure they're doing the right thing.
The belt on the side here, so you get the ignition on off, the belt on this side, push button. A lock wire, you have a longer bolt with a nut on the end of it, or lock wire. Yeah, the lock wire this.
cars competed the process after a title race.
We get the cars in, usually the first 4 place getters. Doors are pulled down and it's just the driver and the crew that came in. Generally the top end comes off the motor as far as rocker covers and rocker gear. Plugs come out and then we use a thing called a bubble tester. It's plugged into a cylinder of any choice and the motor is turned over, and providing it doesn't pump past what the division's specification is, it's free to go. If it comes up equal to or a bit over, well then it's a disqualification or a full strip down to prove that it's legal. Being testing machines, some machines are 100% accurate, like the Whistler. The bubble tester can be probably 2% out. Generally, it's a pretty testing sort of a thing. Of course, everybody's hyped up. They've run a race, and nobody wants to lose a race. And generally, you don't find that anyway.
Pete, when someone puts a protest in, say against another driver, car, or whatever, what's the process that comes to you?
Generally, it doesn't come to us. It comes to the chief steward. If it's a technical issue, then he refers it down to the technical team with generally what the protest is all about. We take on board the authority of the chief scrutineer from that division, because we do general scrutineering and they do the specifics. Because we possibly could not know every rule in the book. We know how to find it and we know how to go and look for it, but the quickness of anything like that is referred to the division and their chief scrutineer, and then he'll adjudicate on it. Then adjudication goes to the chief steward, who hands down his yay or no.
Now tonight you've done most of the cars now, but
Yep.
I'd say 99% have come through very early, which is good for you.
It is great, yeah.
The rest of the night you'll get random cars that get called to scale.
To scale, yeah.
And what happens then?
We check for legality of tyre compounds and make sure the cars weigh in at to what they're supposed to be and not under. If they're over, it doesn't matter. Most top end cars, they can be 50 kilos heavier than when they come through for scales. The big teams don't seem to pay that much attention to being minimum weight, but yeah, we just keep working with that to make sure they are legally weighing what they should be.
The machine examiner for late models is Jeff Halliday.
He had to hang it out. He did pull it to you.
Yeah, you just had too much slack on it. You had too much slack on it.
Try it again.
Just hold it right on the edge.
Stretch the two way.
Blakey, they set you up.
Yeah. Jeff Halliday, mate, you can't trust me. Only time he reckons I was legal was when I drove for him.
Jeff's checking the width of Brad's late model to see if it's in spec.
Right now? Righto.
Hey? There's one in the shaft, Jeff. There's one in the red bit of the shaft is a spring. That is a spring.
Yeah, silver ones have got to be.
See what I mean?
Now Pete, with so many divisions for the Motorplex that come through, you sort of got to be a jack of all trades with, I guess, the rule books as well.
Pretty well, yeah. The biggest mistake you can make if you don't know what their particular rule is for some reason, you don't make it up. You go and find out, come back to the driver. But generally, the safety rules are the same for all divisions, so that's fairly easy. It's only when it gets down to when we start doing state national titles, and you've got to start testing engines, and then it gets a bit tricky. Then you've got to know what you're doing.
Matt, how long have you been scrutineering here at the Perth Motorplex?
Going on, this is my 4th season now, so yeah, been doing it for a little while, so yeah, a lot of meetings.
You obviously enjoy it and you learn a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it. I mainly started when I was doing it for my own racing reasons, but yeah, I've just stayed with it and kept on doing it. So.
And how long have you been doing this job, Pete?
This particular job I've been doing up down here since the Motorplex opened. But I've probably been doing it for other divisions and Ellenbrook and that for 30 years. Yeah, and basically, although things do change, safety has improved out of sight, and we're very proud of that, being able to achieve as far as that goes. It is a dangerous sport of sorts, but most people have got to remember they've got to get up on Monday morning and go to work. So we look after that for them.
Yeah, I've said I know they are.
When you're grabbing the bars and the arms and all that kind of stuff, you just make sure that it's all tight.
It's all tight, yeah. Mainly the locking nuts, they're the things that get left, and they're oversized by everybody. So,
Third clean, ignition on off, third fuel on off.
You ever get often that a driver gets upset because you pick something on the car, but it was overseen the last time they were here and all that kind of stuff?
you do, you know, the common thing is, oh, we've got away with that for 4 years. Well, you might have got away with it, but this time you're unlucky and you haven't got away with it, you know. We stress to them that we're not here to pick their cars. We're there to protect A, themselves, B, the promoter and the spectators. So it's got to be right. We have got a duty of care we've got to abide by. So that thing. But you get some upset. There's a couple upsets tonight for various reasons, but unfortunately it's outside all their specifications. Both divisions as involved. We can't do anything more about it.
What's something that you've learnt over the years for the different cars that you screwed out?
Probably the biggest thing is just how different they are. You've got so many different divisions and they've all got different rules. So it'd be nice if it was a little bit more all the same, but every division is all different. So yeah, but you learn a lot. So that's the main thing, I suppose.
What's maybe some of the common faults that a driver overlooks because he's got so much on to get the car ready and the crew and all that? What's something that's pretty common?
By far the most common is jam nuts on the suspension components. We found a number of them tonight. Biggest safety issue is rock screens in front of the driver. I've seen some pretty horrible smashed up helmets and that, and rock screens that have been damaged. It's most important they have them because you don't know what's in the track. It could be clubs or mud, gets flicked up from another car, hits them in the face, and that's not real good.
Is that an incorrect place for the transponder?
It is, yeah. This year, they're now putting them on the back left rear down rail, as per that diagram, because we found last year we lost too many being damaged and they're too expensive. So that's now the universal place for all open wheel vehicles, and as used in USAC in America.
Sheet of paper that you're writing stuff down, what does that entail and what's it for?
That's a inspection sheet that we fill out on the Wednesday night practices, because we very rarely use the actual logbook unless the driver actually wants us to. But that's something for that the Motorplex puts out. And it's got everything on there that we have to go through to make sure it's okay. If there's something we find on the cars, we just make a note on that and then sign it off with our the driver signs it, we sign it. If it's an underage driver, the parents sign it as well. And we've all got our Speedway Australia numbers. That generally goes on there as well.
What are you scabbing in here, Pete?
Hey, I'm just looking at our collection of stuff. I was looking for a torsion bar retainer bar. Because one of the guys out there hasn't got one. We told him he can't run without it. I thought there was one in here, but there's not.
So you collect all the bits and pieces around the Plex when they left them around?
Spare parts department in here.
You race and you do this, and you're not divorced. I see it.
You know, I think she likes the piece when I'm out of the house as well. So yeah, it works good both ways. So,
but in seriousness, it is a pretty full on,
takes a lot
sort of a job really, and a hobby, I guess.
Kind of thing. Sometimes towards the end of the season it starts getting a bit long, but yeah, I enjoy it while I can. So that's good fun.
You want to repeat that? What did your wife think about it?
She thinks we're all crazy and puts her hands in the air and says, oh, whatever. But she thinks we're mad.
We would like to thank Peter and Matthew for their time in showing what scrutineering at Perth Motorplex is all about. We interview a few drivers before the meeting starts. Well, Andrew, tell us a little bit about your package and all that kind of stuff that you're running this year, if you can.
It's literally exactly how we ended the year. Same car, same engine, hasn't even been rebuilt yet. It's due to be rebuilt in about 4 or 5 nights. So we'll do these first few races and then send it back to Kenny back to freshen up before the bigger meetings through Christmas and New Year. But end of the year we tested all different cars and did a heap of different stuff, sort of wiping off last year and trying to put more focus on this year and get it all right for, you know, to come out like this. We didn't have to, the only thing I did was check some shocks and service the car, so, and obviously build other cars now to be all the same. So it was it was actually probably myself and Jake got into it for, I'd say, one solid weekend, and then, you know, a few nights here or there, and had, you know, Dave Headington and RPM do some work on some chassis and got all that done and panels mounted, and that was pretty much our off season. I enjoyed some time at home this off season after last year.
A bit of a rarity.
Oh yeah, after last year I needed it, so it was good to have a break. Obviously we've had a little one now and spending some time at home and not at workshop building cars or truck or flying away to do something like that. So it was good to have some family time.
Have you approached tonight a little bit different because of that reason as well?
Yeah, I'm probably more relaxed than I was last year. I think the night before last year we were still trying to figure out why we didn't have breaks at 4 a.m. in the morning and on the Thursday night, and, you know, trying to finish the truck and, you know, also do videos and stuff to represent our sponsors the way we want to, and, you know, a lot of that just takes time and takes out of you. And I run a business full time, so it's not easy to, you know, do that. I'm lucky to have, you know, obviously Jake, the amount of hours he puts in helping us is crazy, and my brother Michael, you know, he helps the track, and Jason when he feels like it. So we're like, when he's not busy go-karting or business class or something, he helps us. So yeah, it's been good, but I'm probably more relaxed as well, and also not having a major sponsor at the moment. You know, there's not that there was ever any pressure there, but I could just go race. I don't want to have to worry about it, and sort of had some people that wanted to get involved, and I just want to start the year and not have to think about any of that and worry about me in the car, and that's sort of the priority.
That was sort of going to be my next question, because
Yeah.
you've got yourselves right there.
Yeah.
Every meeting you're in contention,
Yeah.
you know, around the front, and then, you know, you'd have bad luck or something would happen, wouldn't go your way, but I guess with all those things going through your mind,
Yeah.
you can't just concentrate on getting in the car and just doing your job.
Yeah, our issue last year was probably more through most of the year was feature race pace, and just whether it was car or me or whatever, we just sort of could start when we did start further up, or we just missed that invert in qualifying, and then once we got our new engines, I sort of felt pretty good qualifying wise. Well, even through Speedway, we were all right. Just I guess didn't do what I wanted to do and what I set out to do for the year. So it was good to obviously get a package at the end of the year to go, okay, this is where we're comfortable, and everyone here has a good package, you know, and people would have stepped it up from last year with different engines or cars, but I sort of took the approach a little bit differently to focus on just keeping it the same, and you know, I haven't been to practice, I haven't turned a lap yet in 6 months. All these guys have been practicing and stuff, but in my head I'm mentally ready and want to, you know, I feel like that was the best way to come out fresh for me.
All right, we wish you the best, mate, and might be POWERPALOOZA champion at the end of the night.
You never know, we're here to try. Thanks,
Cheers, mate. Thank you. With us now is Matty Cochran. Matty, just trying to talk to a few drivers and crews and stuff about the packages they've got this year. Is it very similar than last year? What have you changed? Have you got new designs, all that kind of stuff in the car?
Yeah, our package is the same as what we've had with Dane since he started, pretty much. We're not. I don't feel like we have to change anything with the car. He keeps getting better every year. I keep getting better every year with him. So it's just more of just building on the last couple of years and just a few setup changes to maybe make us qualify a little bit better. And I think, you know, if we can start up the front come feature race time, we're a chance of winning most races.
Now, I was down here Wednesday night, and to be honest, the Plex is normally in previous years probably not a race night kind of track. Wednesday night looked pretty good to me. Did you learn a lot by chucking Dane in the car that you're able to use tonight?
Not too much. It was probably, I mean, you probably do this time of year. Usually the start of the season, the track is like really fast and hammer down, and that's what practice was like on Wednesday night. So yeah, usually in past years the track's been like that the first few race meetings of the year, but I feel like we're pretty good on them kind of tracks already. I think we need, if anything, we need to improve on the slicker tracks when it's up against the wall. So we didn't really learn too much from practice. Actually, practice for us on Wednesday night was just running another car compared to the one we ran the other Wednesday. So and then we put it up upstairs in the trailer as a spare. So that's really what Wednesday night was about for us.
Now, you don't get it any easier each season. Keep saying this is a season to, you know, behold. And again, this season with the lineup and the people that are coming, you're going to have to be right on your game to be at the front.
Oh, 100%. Me and Danny had a bit of a laugh about it actually, because we keep getting better every year, but the results don't show on the paper because, well, everyone else gets better, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get the Americans coming over during the speed week and that. And so I think, like, you know, you look at the names on paper this year, the guys that are coming during speed week, and the top 5 would be a win for us, you know, or most of the local guys. So yeah, we have a bit of a laugh about that, but we're at the opinion that to be the best, you got to beat the best. So we don't mind racing them guys.
All right, mate, we'll go have some fun tonight, and elbows up, and good luck.
Cool, thank you.
What's really cool is you come around to Callum Gibson's car and it's packed with fans, so he's really popular. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to bring in the next time here, so it'll be nice to see some of these my collection. Good luck this season.
Williamson, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, good,
I
good.
might give this video 2 seconds of
That was a good long off season, so cars are all ready to go, and yeah, almost ready to take it out for practice and qualifying.
Tell us a little bit about the pre-season and the car and all that, or the off-season, I should say, the car and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we went to Darwin, so we sort of have to have our cars prepared for up there, and got them back in the shed. And we're housed still in Gilt, but we had the cars housed in Perth. So, I didn't really do much. I was at work, sort of on the tools and stuff, and Brody Moller was on the spanners in the shed here in Perth, putting the cars together. So, pretty much left the cars as what they were from Darwin, and sort of giving them a clean up and a bit of do stickers and stuff, and the way it's going again.
Now, when you come into the new season, obviously you get your adrenaline pumping, you get the team up and about and all that kind of stuff, but then you've got to have a bit of quiet time, I guess, to get to the racetrack and settle yourself down. You've got a lot of fans around, you've got merchandise going off. Do you like to have a bit of quiet time before you actually get in the race car and go out, or is that your quiet time in the chute?
No, every now and then we've got like in front of the transporter there, we got some couches and aircons going and TVs going, so just before I put my suit on before I go to driver's meeting, I just sit down there and I play Candy Crush on my phone for maybe 5-10 minutes and chill out. So that's my little quiet time, and other than that, I'm out here just seeing all the fans and all the supporters and that. They're the ones that are wearing the merch and support me, so you got to spend time with them as well.
Now, do you have a daily routine on race day that's different to every other day?
Yeah, it's pretty much, we go to the shed on a Friday night, have a barbecue, prepare the car, a few beers, and just sort of, relax. About 3 seasons ago, we were rocking up to the track on the Saturday, not doing that, and it just felt like too much going on, travelling 5 hours racing. So now we come a day earlier, relax, and that routine's been working. I feel really good the Saturday morning, waking up and just doing my own thing.
Now, we're trying to ask some different questions other than just the standard stuff. What's a playlist? What does Callum Williamson listen to on the way to the racetrack? Because you've got a bit of time to kill.
Playlist. Oh no, I don't really listen to too much music, but it's like the 2000s, 2010s, hottest hits and stuff like that. So the old school sort of good stuff that you got, sort of like bump me up music, that sort of stuff. So no specifics. Just anything that's sort of a bit of a hype sort of music.
All right, mate, good luck, and wish you the best for tonight.
Cheers for that, mate. Thank you.
I just saw you Wednesday night cutting a few laps around and that kind of stuff. How did the car feel?
Yeah, mid. Yeah, we sent the motor off to get a bit of freshen up. Once he actually did it for us, and yeah, it feels all good, ready to go.
Was it what you thought it was going to be, jumping in the car? You know, it's different to what you're used to, obviously, and, you know, a whole different thing.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect, really, and when you got it, the only way I can describe it is like these things are angry. You're just trying to hang on them the whole time, but the horsepower, I think, suits me, so yeah, I love these things.
Now, plan for tonight, I assume, is just get out there, do some laps, and stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, we want to win as well, but can't win and sit on the infield, so stay out of trouble and see where we end up later on.
You got good support around you. It's got to be a real confident boost every time you go out.
Absolutely, yeah. Lee's cut so many laps and had some success in this, and even Dad and everyone around here, like it's pretty special. And I know I've got the best of the best supporting me, so it's up to me to get out there and do my best too.
Get nervous this morning, or through the day, or now, or not yet?
No, I don't get nervous at all. Even the debut, for whatever reason, I don't get nervous. I think it's more excited. So, struggled to sleep last night and woke up real early this morning, just waiting for it to come around.
All right, mate. Well, good luck for tonight.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
You haven't been doing any laps because you've been working so hard, but you've been preparing the car on your days off and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How you feeling this morning and then getting in today?
Really excited. So we got a new power plant underneath the hood. Been waiting 2 years for this, so I've been counting down the days till today. So definitely looking forward to tonight and getting out there, and I'm really looking forward to hot laps, to be honest. Wheel packing is exciting me, so just getting back behind the wheel. I've dusted off the cobwebs, but with this new power plant, I reckon that this season's going to be something special.
Great new livery again, and awesome merchandise. People can come down and buy it straight off you here at the track.
Yeah, we got shirts, hats, beanies, hoodies, jackets, and we got screen printed and sublime. So we got literally everything for sale, and obviously having the bright design, it stands out. So it's one of the best looking cars down here, if not the best. So definitely really happy with how it turned out. Craig and Mitch at Empire Graphics did an outstanding job as usual. So yeah, really happy with how everything's turned out, and can't wait to start the season off strong. You
had an awesome year last year in Division 2. Tell us about this season.
Well, this season I'm in Division 1, so they didn't really want me in Division 2 again for this season, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I'm Division 1 or Division 2. I don't really go out there chasing points anymore. I'm just out there to basically race and see what I can do. And I miss a meeting for work in 2 weeks. I missed the 4th of November because I'm in Sydney for my new job, and then I miss the last round of the S-Slinger Triple Crown because I'm in America for Chili Bowl again. So once I found that out, I wasn't really worried about chasing points, but at the end of the day, once I get out there, I'm just going to race as hard as I can, and whatever happens, happens. So this season I'm aiming for a podium. I would love a podium. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to win a race. That would be a cherry on top of the cake. But yeah, if I can get a little bit faster and a little bit more confident, and hopefully end up on a couple podiums or two, that would definitely be an awesome season.
Now, you've got your own YouTube channel that you go through your speed car.
Yep.
Intricately, tell everybody all the different parts, all the facets about speed car racing. Can you just tell people where to find you and what to go?
Yeah, so I'm Bodell Motorsport on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, and I'm filming every single race meeting that I do. I've actually got a new video coming out this week, obviously tonight. I've posted videos on how to build a speed car, how to start a speed car, and all like little details on what goes on behind the scenes of racing. It's not all simple when you don't just turn up and drive. There's a lot that goes into it, but at the end of the day, it's actually really simple once you get to learn about it. So yeah, Bodell Motorsport on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
Good luck for tonight, Bo, and we wish you well.
Thanks, Jason.
David Nylander here at POWERPALOOZA number 7 on Speedway. Now, David, you guys last year were right on the cusp so many times of, getting a win. You're top 5s and then something will happen or things wouldn't go your way. You must be really eager to get that done this year.
Well, this time last year we were real strong. We were leading the feature and blew the motor up. So I said to the boys, if we can emulate last year minus the blow up, I'll be pretty happy with that. But yeah, there's a tough crowd here. We've got 20 plus cars, and yeah, we just got to be on our game. We start mid-pack both races, so we've got to pick up a few spots.
So tell us a little bit about the car package you've been working hard on during the off-season. Tell us what it is
it's an XR1 Rocket. We completely stripped the car down after each season, but this year we did probably more of a rebuild than we normally do, and I changed a heap of gear out on the car preemptively so that you don't have any issues throughout the year, and just just trying to keep on top of that, the maintenance side of things. Engine was refreshed and rebuilt. It's pretty much a new engine in the car now, about 3 meetings old. But we did a couple of little things to it to help it in the off season. Changed a few of the shock dynamics and stuff like that. Try something new, and brought it out last week and had a crack here, and it was pretty sharp out of the box. So we just got to be consistent and just keep moving forward.
Now, late models just get stronger and stronger and stronger every single year. We keep saying it. Again, this year, everybody's just out. Win, you look at the field. When you win one, it's going to probably be one of those moments where you go, you know what, that was tough.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about this division is if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And we've got the best guys in the country here, and they show that when they go anywhere else. They're pretty competitive. So if we can be towards the front of that field, we're pretty happy with that. So bringing home a win is going to be pretty special for us as a family, I think.
Mate, good luck for tonight. Wish you well. The car's a straight as it is right now.
That's what we hope, and it's still going.
Chris.
Cheers.
Here again, your first meeting with POWERPALOOZA. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, pretty amazing, isn't it? Geez, it only feels like just yesterday we were leaving the place, but look, it's exciting. We're really wrapped. We've got, a great car count tonight. There's just such a buzz around the Motorplex and Speedway right now. We're really, really proud to be hosting and getting the opportunity to do what we do, So, over 100 race teams in the pits tonight. It's really cool. There's 50 drag races over there. There's some burnout guys. We've got a jet car. We've got fireworks going on. So just a really, really, just a cool, great event. It's sort of my little baby. When I started it, I sort of was so excited to have this event that we could sort of do a virtual live calendar, if you like. So it's wonderful. Absolutely awesome.
Now, tonight, you've got like a pinnacle of the iceberg. There's so much work, the base of the iceberg that goes on to get us to this point, and then it keeps flowing on. How hard has it been in the off season for you? You've got so much stuff that you've done.
Oh, look, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing it a long time now, so you sort of you have your systems and do it. But we've got a great team of people around us. I'm really blessed with our team. In our we've got young Mikey, and Mikey does the track, but he's just so good on IT and all that sort of stuff. We had we've got young Riley. Riley's come on board now, and he's really stepped up. It's great. Emma, our ticketing girl, she's just amazing. Love her. She does what she does. And we've just got drag racing people in the office as well. We're such a united team, which is really, really cool. So there's plenty of stuff to do, but everyone just knows their job and knows their role, and we get it done. But again, they're so excited. And I just look at it and I see them, all these big smiles on their faces. So we're all pumped up for tonight and the rest of the season.
So how were you this morning? Did you get much sleep last night?
No, I didn't. I left here late last night. I got home just after 10 o'clock last night, and I had a late dinner, which was not ideal. And I guess I got into bed after midnight, which was a bit of not really ideal. I don't really like to do that on race day, but. And then my little puppy dog, I got 2 puppies, and one of them decided to stand in the hallway and bark at 5 a.m. this morning. So, I think getting much sleep. Yeah, I sort of called him a few little things, but probably the races are going to call me that later on anyway. So I sort of know how it works. And but I just sort of said I think it's time you went to bed. But anyway, so I just about fell asleep again, and then the other one decided to wake up. So anyway, it's like having babies. It's good.
Well, good luck, mate, first night, and all the best for the whole season.
Good on you, mate. Thanks to all the nutters too. They're great supporters. Thank you.
Take you through a walkthrough now. A couple of the team
How awesome is it to get access always out here at the Perth Motorplex in the infield, especially during times like this. It's so hectic. Yeah, it's quite an experience.
The Motorplex turn it on with a fantastic fireworks display. Now we'll take you back with a few more laps at POWERPALOOZA. We would like to acknowledge and congratulate Dan Golding on his clean sweep at POWERPALOOZA. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dirt Track Nutters YouTube channel. Coming up on our next episode, more action from POWERPALOOZA and an old field 1, 2, 3.